So yesterday I uploaded my reaction to the updates coming to season 5.5, with that being Rogue and the new team up. And bro, am I so excited for that team up for Emma Frost getting to kick the shit into people's walls. Ooh, that's gonna be insane. I cannot wait. But here we are here to talk about the patch notes. So a bunch of patch notes just got open. So we're gonna read them together. As you can see, we're just gonna go over bit by bit. So here goes the vanguards. So it seems like Penny Parker is getting a nerf, a health reduction from 750 health to 700 health. This might lower survivability, but hey, with them nets healing her and her teammates, who knows? This might not be such a big difference, but we're gonna see what it's gonna do to Penny Park. Emma Frost though is getting a buff since she is losing the team up anchor, losing that 100 bonus health. She's getting 50 health from going from 550 to 600. So that's a nice little thing for Emma Frost. Honestly, me personally, I think the perfect buff for Emma Frost is to give her a Forever Diamond form. That will be perfect. Or during Storm Surge, instead of being able to change it, unable to change the direction, Thor can now move freely, adjust while it is dashing and moving in any direction. Hold up, what is Storm Surge? I gotta go into Rive and see what that is. During Storm Surge, instead of being able to change the direction of movement, so he can't change, he can now move freely and move any direction during Storm Surge. Now, I have to double check real quick to see what Storm Surge is. I'm sure I already got the gameplay of it up on the screen of what it is right now. So that would be okay. So for his little dash forward, how it goes in a straight line, you can now move it in any direction you want. That's honestly pretty cool. I definitely need to see how that works in game, but that's gonna be a little fun change for Thor. Now here's the thing: increased Stone Haymaker bonus damage equal to enemy's max health per hit from 8% to 10%. So his little Jaeger, that he's getting more bonus health with that. So that's a fun little buff for him. Okay. Increase the duration of his Yancey Street Charge. You get anti-mobility right now in 3 seconds. That's gonna increase to 5 seconds. Now for the duelist. A good amount of changes for the duelist. So we got a buff to the hero blade. That's nice all around. His base sword is gonna increase from 24 hits per second to 26. Well, not per second, but you know what I mean. And his Warren Slash, his single hit damage is again increased from 15 to 16. So that's nice for Blade. And also his Blood Awakening form. It has a reduced healing effect of 35%. That's getting decreased to 25%. Good buff for Blade. He deserves that. Phoenix. So when it comes to Phoenix' ultimate ability, is getting increased from 400 to 500. So making her ultimate that much stronger. 100 health on that. That's pretty nice. Nice little buff. The Punisher. He's getting a slight buff to his damage from 19 to 20. I'm not sure if that will make that much of a difference, but hey, we're gonna see. Plus, I really don't play the Punisher. Johnny Storm. Slightly reduces projectile spread. So he has more consistent damage now. Good thing for Johnny. His single cast projectiles get an increased damage from 5 to 5.5. A small little buff for Johnny. I'm not really a Johnny player, so I'm not really sure how much this is going to affect, but we're going to have to see in battle. He's getting adjustments to his fall offs. So right now at 30 meters, that's 60% fall off. So that's getting decreased. So he only loses 60% at 20 meters. Wait, is that enough or a birth? Enough for a birth. What the? Blazing Blast. First of all, for Blazing Blast, it's getting a decrease in speed from 3 seconds to 2.5 seconds. But with that loss and that little bit loss of speed, you're getting more in damage from 40 to 45. Let's go. More damage for a Human Torch. Physique. Physique is getting a nerf. She's her ultimate ability is going from a cost from 2800 to 3400. So it's just gonna take longer to charge up that ultimate. Wolverine, or I like to call him the Chihuahua. His ultimate ability, Last Stands, can now target walls for his landing point. I don't know how I feel about that. That's gonna be a little bit crazy. Oh, and I'm just now starting to play Wolverine a little bit, so that's definitely going to be a fun ultimate. Oh man, Daredevil. He's getting removed from the team up, so he's losing at 25 bonus health. Sucks to suck, Daredevil. You blind much. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch. Her little burst damage. That's getting increased in charge. And hits. Huh? Am I reading this right? So first of all, Wanda's stun move is overall faster, moving out from 40 meters per second to 60 meters per second. And the delay before the move activates, they get a real delay, so it activates instantly. So that's something nice for Wanda. As for her ultimate, it increases the pull speed of 2.4 meters a second to 3 meters a second. So that's a faster pull for WandaVision. That's oof. That second one's gonna be a little scary for me. I don't know. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. All this stuff can sound scary on paper, but don't mean much in battle. But I'm not sure about Wolverine though. That one's actually a little crazy. The strategist. Wow, that's a lot for Ultron and Luna. Okay, so Gambit. He's getting an increase in his cost as ultimate from 4,300 to 4,500. Alright, not much. It's just going to take longer to get Gambit ult. Same thing for Invis. From 3,400 to 4,500. Alright, that's two slight nerfs, but I don't feel like that will really matter. But we're going to see. Loki. He's getting increase in his damage to his ratio of his doppelgangers from 80 to 90%. Good job, Loki. Another character I'm recently starting to pick up. Playing a little bit of Loki now. I'm not breaking ankles yet, but we getting in there. Rocket's getting increased to his ultimate too, from 4,000 to 4,300. Oh, it seems like the only nerf they can really give these characters is just increasing the ultimate. Which I'm not complaining. Complaining. Guan Guan, leave Invis alone. I love her the way she is. Leave her alone. Luna Snow. New ability? New ability? Luna can now apply Idle Order to herself. When Idle Order is active, 10% of healing to allies is converted into healing for herself. And she gains a 10% damage boost and healing boost? She's never been in allegations, is she? That's insane. Luna Snow getting a whole new ability? That's giving her more survivability and more healing. W Luna Snow. Luna Snow might be back on the top because I remember when she was the best support in the game. And now she kind of falling off. But this new ability, ooh, that might put Luna back on top. I can't wait to see what they did for Ultron. I hope it's something good. So, reduce absolute zero startup time. That's a freeze. Reduce the startup time? And the speed from 60 meters per second to 80 meters per second. So, no delay on the startup. And it's just overall faster. Thank you, Luna Snow. Wow. Okay, Luna Snow. That's some good stuff right there. Alright. Ultron. Okay. So, when you play for... I had to... Not gonna lie, I legitimately had to read this like several times to understand what they were trying to say. But... when you got the drone on enemy and use the firewall, it gives Ultron 65 bonus health, so that's a little bit more survivability for Ultron, which is nice. So when it comes to his firewall move, when the drone is already on the ally and you click on his firewall, that gives him 65 bonus health. And nearby targets 50 bonus health. And whoever that drone is on gets a 20% movement speed and a 10% damage boost. That's honestly pretty fire. I really don't think Ultron is a support, but giving their allies even a little bit percent of damage and speed boost could really pull Ultron a long way. So that's honestly a really cool change. Man, this patch really got some nice changes around here. I kind of like this patch. What's next for Ultron? Yes, yes. He can now spawn 2 drones. Yes, finally. I'm honestly so glad he's finally getting 2 drones. So now, me personally, he doesn't feel like a throw pick. And now all the 2 Ultron mains out there finally won't get shit for picking Ultron. So I'm happy for you guys. And he's getting a increase in his ultimate ability from 3,700 to straight up 4,000. Wow. Everyone's ultimate just got increased. Well, of course not everyone. I have to say, this was a really good patch for 5.5. Something that stands out to me is Luna Snow giving more survivability with the damage boost, the healing boost. This might do a lot for Luna Snow. Ultron getting the second drone. Yeah, so the happy 2 Ultron mains, you're welcome. Wanna get some crazy buffs. I'm not sure how well that's gonna play out in the actual match, but I just had to see myself. Wolverine be able to use his ult on the wall. That's crazy. And Thor being able to aim his Storm Surge. I really want to know what that could look like. I cannot wait to see that. But with that being said, thanks for watching. If you've gotten this far, please like, comment, subscribe. Do something, please. I beg of you. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.